So today I'm going to be interviewing Olivia, and she is part of SWE, which is the Society of Women Engineers. And so I'm going to be asking her some questions about SWE, and we'll get into that. All right. So the first question basically is just, what is SWE?
Well, a society in the Bold Center.
Okay.
And the Bold Center is basically just a organization, I guess, that is within the engineering center for like minorities and like underrepresented groups of people. So
that makes sense.
Like women in
So
engineering.
do you have any advice that you would give women who are like thinking about choosing engineering, such as like to do with the society? Like, does it help?
I think it does. It's a good way to meet other women and meet people in general. I think that it's a good connection to people in industry, because we do have people come from industry and talk to us. And a lot of people that come talk to us, at least a few of them that I saw last year, they actually talked about things that would be relevant to women, such as, you know, starting a family while being an engineer. So,
yeah. So do you think those are like issues in engineering? Like, do you see those as do you see like the prominence of like women being undervalued or like having a harder time being in engineering?
I mean, it's happened to me very subtly. Like, I think anything that like happens to women that like don't happen to men in engineering, like it's very subtle, and I think that, you know, a few years ago it probably was a lot worse, but I have had experiences.
Yeah.
Last year I was in freshman engineering projects, and it's basically just a class where you're put into a group and you just have to like build projects. We had to build 2 projects throughout the semester, and someone came to talk to us about circuit boards, and they kind of taught us how to read a schematic of circuit board. And I remember I didn't quite understand it, so I asked the boys in my group to explain it to me, because they seemed to have understood it, and they wouldn't explain it to me. They almost made me feel like, you know, I wasn't supposed to know.
Yeah.
Like, and I asked them to explain it to me. They just didn't want to help me. Like, I was an inconvenience or a burden just because I didn't understand it. But they did. I did eventually get them to explain it to me, and there was an issue with the circuit board that they had built based on the schematic. And as they were explaining it to me, they figured out what the issue was. So I mean, it turned out to be for the better.
Yeah.
But it was just really frustrating that they wouldn't
Tell you
in the first place. So.
Yeah. So why do you think, and this is just based on like, you know, statistics, and I think these are changing, but why do you think there are so many less women engineers based on like not only when they get hired, but like the journey to get there, like in college and stuff?
I do think it is changing, like it's getting better, and like the ratio of men to women in engineering is becoming more equal. But I think that there still are people that will discourage women from going into engineering field. It's unfortunate, but it does happen, and I think that that's probably why I think women get discouraged earlier on, like in high school or in middle school.
So why do you think that there is a specific like society and clubs for women in engineering, whereas there's really not that in other majors?
I think that engineering is a very competitive major, just because it's so competitive that they smaller groups do develop, like Society of Women Engineers, and there are other societies, but I think that is just to find support with like people. Yeah.
And do you feel like it's like a community, and how has it helped you?
It has definitely helped me in finding a group of people that I can study with, and it definitely helps that they are women and they have similar experiences to me, and it definitely makes me more comfortable.
All right, so that's it for the interview. Thank you so much for your time, Olivia, and thank you for like helping us to learn more about SWE and like your community and group and all that.